I'm doing a quick seller's snippet on something to pay attention to when you are listing your home. A lot of people don't know the processes that realtors go through. They all think we just make a ton of money, don't do a lot of work. When you're interviewing people, professionals, let's call them our pros, our real estate pros, you want to make sure that you get a real estate pro. And one of the questions that you have to ask, I always tell people, interview 3 people when you're going to sell your house. When you interview them, ask them the process of showing your house when the time comes. We're in Flagler County, which is the Flagler County Association of Realtors. And then we're on the border of St. John's, which is a whole other MLS that most agents don't have access to in Flagler. And St. John's doesn't really play well with Flagler. They'll put their listings in when they list in our area, but it's just a completely different MLS. Then if we go south, we're in the Daytona board. And Daytona board is huge. It is a ton of agents. It's a ton of listings. It covers a very huge area, but unfortunately, we kind of mesh together. So what happens with all the boards is that they all use different lock boxes. So your most secure lockbox is going to be an MLS lockbox that is electronic. The credentials are in the system. We know what time that box was opened. We know what time it was closed, how long the showing was in your house. It's logged into software. It's a pre-set up appointment. It's approved. You can get notifications. Your agent gets notifications. It's a great lockbox. Unfortunately, we have to start using combo lockboxes because not everybody from Volusia or from St. John's has access to the Sentry. Then we have to send them codes if they're showing your listing, which is just another step to showing it. If it's outside of the area, sometimes we could put multiple lock boxes on your house. So there'll be like one that has a regular code on it, which is not secure at all. We have no idea, that person has the code for that key for forever, basically. And they're licensed. So in most cases, no one's coming back into your house, but it's just not as secure. I don't prefer using them. I prefer using the MLS lock boxes. So take the scenario in. Your house is on the market and an agent wants to show it. And your listing agent has to set your listing up correctly in the software with the lockbox, with the instructions, so that everything, when the agent requests it on our software, it's easy for them to get in. You don't want to not use that software. It's okay to not use that lockbox, but you want to use the software. That's what we speak in. That's where we create our appointments. Now, that platform is called Showing Time. Showing Time is different from Volusia County to Flagler County to St. Johns County to Lake County. Like, put it in whatever MLS it's going to be in, and it changes, and it does not speak to the licensee's number. So if you're setting up appointments in Volusia, Flagler County, and St. Johns, you have 3 different maps of what you have to do, and then you have to coordinate everything. So showing houses sometimes for an agent, if your house isn't easy to show and your agent hasn't hooked it up into the software, hasn't approved the request, you're getting cut out of all of the other moving parts that are going on, unless your house is like, my buyer asked me to see this house. So you want to make sure when you list your house, you're listing with somebody, ask them how they set their appointments up. Ask them how they use the software, Showing Time. It's super important to you. I'm making appointments for about 10 homes, and 4 of them are getting cut out because I have to chase the people. They're in Orlando. One of them's down in Fort Lauderdale. They're not calling me back. I've texted, I called. I'm going to try. I would try to do everything, but these are houses that my buyer didn't ask me to see. I just figured we're going to be in the neighborhood. They're on the market too. They fit the description. Maybe she'll like it, right? I'm trying to do my job, but it's hard for agents to do their job when your showings are not easy for agents. So you want to make sure when you're on the market that preferred your house is a show and go. That means somebody hits the button to show it and it's immediately approved. There's a lockbox on there. You get a notification. You know you're out of the house, whatever you have to do. Most houses are vacant, so it's a little bit easier to do that. When there's people in it, the request will go through pending and you'll still get notification, or your agent will, and they'll notify you, and then you work it around your schedule. So those things are, pretty typical. But agents that aren't even setting up their showing time correctly, you need to make sure when your house is on the market that it's easy to show. It's not just putting a sign in your yard and putting it on MLS. So you want to make sure that your home is genuinely door open. And the door open means that your showing time is set up, your appointment intake is set up correctly. It's like any other business. If you go call a doctor's office, they're going to do the intake. You're going to get on their roster. You're going to get in their system. They're going to take your information. This is our intake. Showing time is our intake. It's your intake when you're selling your house. So quick little snippet. Agents, let's do better. I'm going to do better too. I know I had messed up one of mine. It sometimes showing time disconnects it. So we have to stay on top of our stuff, because if they're changing the software, our listings will get disconnected somehow. So we all just need to do better for the sellers. We need to do better for the buyers so that they can get a full spectrum view of what their potential could be to buy. One of these houses is completely redone. It's vacant. I know there's a box on it. I'm going to be like a burglar, because we're going to be on the block and I'm going to try to see if I could get in. So maybe you'll see me on the news later. I don't know. But anyhow, have an awesome day. I don't know what the temperature is today. It's getting hotter. I can feel it through my windows. So go enjoy the sunshine. There is a lot going on down in Flagler Beach today. We are getting closer to the end of the week where there'll be a lot going on. So sometimes coming down into Flagler midweek is fun too. So come, fish with the guys on the beach. Some of the girls on the beach are fishing, and they're catching stuff. I saw them out there last night. They were pulling stuff out of the water. So come enjoy Flagler Beach. Come enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you next